Chicago Public Library. As you guys also know, 4 or 5 of my laptops and tablets and phones have been stolen. Some lady dropped us off another phone yesterday with service on it, which is really weird, but I have that. And then I have 4 other recycled phones. Will gave me one. A couple of other people gave me one. We found one by Lollapalooza. So there's a phone ATM we're going to take them to so we can get a little more cash. But I want you guys to stay live with me. Every time I've gone to Chicago Public Library to create this document, they have gone into the computer that I'm using while I'm using it. So I want to just keep you live. Usually when I have someone watching, they don't do it. So just in case. so will he. And it's a shame that it has to get to this, but it's like the first time I did this, we were promised that there was going to be assistance. We got the Airbnb money, and there were arrangements made that we would be in a different Airbnb with $200 to $300 of funding every 2 to 3 days. That just fell off, and no one ever called us back about anything. We've literally just been in the street begging people for food. It's disgusting. I have a bachelor's degree. But back what I was saying, when I lived in Montclair, someone was on the other side of the wall in my apartment. Dylan used to do nitrous oxide, I suppose because they would be badgering him in the same way they badgered me. These people through the wall, I swear to God to you guys, I swear to God, they said to me, "We have your family." I said, "Oh really, you have my family?" I started crying. They said, "Yeah, we have all your family. They're in this building on the 6th floor. You want to see them again?" And I said, "Yeah, of course I want to see him again." I swear to God, do that, you guys, on everything I live on my life. The guy goes, "Oh yeah, how bad do you want it? Are you willing to fuck me and 6 of my best friends for them?" I just burst into tears. That went on for about 72 hours straight. Whether I was trying to sleep, whether I was trying to work out, no matter where I went, these people would continue, strangers, to follow me. People I could not recognize from Tom, Dick, or Harry, saying comments like this. Then they brought a can of air duster for your computer and told me, "Kill yourself. Kill yourself." I swear to God. The only way they would stop saying that they were going to rape my family is if they wanted me to use air duster. I don't use drugs. I'm a sober person. I have eyeliner on right now. I smoke a little pot. That's it. I have no history of being abused to any substance at all. Dylan has his history. That's not my history. I have never taken a substance continuously for longer than, say, a week that was not prescribed to me by a doctor. Never an opiate-only treatment for ADHD, PTSD, or depression. And I've taken myself off of that and replaced it with marijuana. The same group that will say I'm a crackhead for taking doctor-prescribed medication will also say she's not taking her medication, put her into an insane asylum. I've been on my own since I was 18. I'm 36. I've raised my children by myself. I have 3 of them. Supported them financially and everything. Which email should I send it to?
Equal inequality 33
Okay.
at outlook.com.
So, this is all very well documented and proven. As I said, I worked at Northwestern Hospital and Alexian Brothers and several other major health systems. I managed an eye doctor clinic. I have 15 years experience in the medical field, and that's not it. I also worked in entertainment, where I met thousands of people. They can all speak to my mental health being sound, me being kind, me being caring, me being compassionate, and I would love to hear from them. Besides the letters of recommendation that I also have all of the proof for every single thing that I've said. If you're in the comments continuing to perpetuate a false narrative, I've said this for 4 years, you will be added to the civil lawsuit. You have no place to speak on someone that you don't know. I'm documenting to save my life. You're in the comments just talking shit about a stranger to destroy someone you don't even know. That's unacceptable, and it's slander, and it's libel. So, again, I'm going to go ahead and print this out, 20 copies. Xavier is going to do the same. Anytime that we're approached by anyone, I can give them this rather than having arguments with them. And that's it. You know, I have gone to the court system too many times to count. I've gone to law enforcement too many times to count. I've created online campaigns. I've gone to celebrities. I've gone to online social media influencers. I've literally been begging for help for 8 years probably. Everything is being published. I'm writing a novel. I do have a blog. I'm going to put my blog on this paper as well. But the blog is published as well. If you guys go to any of my stories in the bio, the blog is there. I talk about everything. I talk about how I met this man, how he coerced me, how he persuaded me, whatever word you want to use, how I was not strong enough to say no to him. And that's really a lie, because on a recorded line, I said no to him for 6 months. And I even changed my phone number, and he got it and kept calling. So there's definitely something wrong. Internal Affairs has been involved since 2015, so we have enough of a paper trail and so much to prove that this is all unlawful, civilly unethical, and legally unlawful, and that I'm owed, a great amount of money for all of this pain and suffering. If I job, do you guys think I would still be pursuing these lawsuits? Even though I'm entitled to them. I'm not the type of person who sues frivolously. I'm the type of person who goes home to her children and puts out a slip and slide and takes the weekend to barbecue and invite over the kids' friends and have fun in the backyard chilling. I'm not someone who's looking for problems, but if the smoke finds me, I'm gonna turn on my fan and blow that shit all around. You see that it's not pulling up any options, right? Hold on, watch this. I got it, look. I swear to God, I wish that I could go to my Snapchat right now.
No, that's not mine. It should be 605.7.
I'll go reset that. 607.
Yes, 605.7.
Equal inequality or unequal equality?
Equal inequality. 33.
And I'm going right back to that because I've posted it and it's there and it's a lot easier for you guys to just read it than it is for me to have to literally explain it again. But just this in itself is oppression and it's corruption and it's stalking and harassment, just what I just showed you right now. They're hiding my blog post. Who is doing that and why? It's illegal. We have freedom of press in the United States. I wrote a blog and I did a SoundCloud podcast. They took both down. Last night, when I put the link up on the Snapchat, go add me on that Snapchat. It's there. Just watch. this before. Letter of recommendation from March of 2020. In summary, I highly recommend Heather for a position in your group. Her skills will be greatly missed by my practice. If any further information is required, please feel free to contact me directly. I've also posted direct links and me reading each one of these letters of recommendation in the bio section of my Instagram page, this Instagram page, the Coco Chanel one, also of the HLG Forever _ page. So the reason I have so many pages is because I continue to document all this, and then randomly someone locks the page. I contact Instagram assistants for help. They say that someone will get back to me, and no one ever does. The exact same thing that Airbnb happened, the exact same thing that the storage facility did. So it's been one after the other. No one has any reason to explain any of this corruption or abuse, but I have every single amount of proof I need to prove that it's been happening and that it's unlawful. So where is my money? Why am I still having this battle?
You got it? Perfect. Can you just print that out the 10 times? Thank you so much. Just make sure when you do print, you do page 1 through 1 only, because otherwise they'll charge you 5 of the 10 prints for a blank page.
Okay.
Thank you.
What is this? I'll be right back, you guys. I'm going to retrieve the prints. I'll be right back, okay?
Yep.
Just make sure you bring that little barcode with you, because, or I can do it if you want, after we send it to the printer.
I'm doing this right.
Yeah, just press OK.
Oh, it's saying $4.
Then no, cancel. File, print. 1 of 1. And then 10. There you go. I'll bring this right back. Thank you. Chicago Public Library has stepped up their game a lot. They're helping people out a lot with these free prints. But what they also have that I didn't know they had, FedEx Kinko's does. If you have a document in your phone that you want to print, you can just send it to the printer. You don't have to go in through an email and send the document. Chicago Public Library is now offering that as well. I didn't know that when we got here, but for anyone who's from Chicago, please feel free to take advantage of that, you guys. And I think that putting your story in writing, putting your contact info in writing, as well as having it hosted online is vital because, books are around for hundreds of years. Written publications are around for a long time. They stand the test of time. So even when you've lost your voice from speaking so much and so passionately and so loudly, this will still speak for you, Okay. All right, well, anyways, I'm glad you guys were here for that. I got this stuff. I'm going to cut it. This is 10, 20, I need 40 copies. You're allowed 10 free prints a day. So we'll probably go to a different library tomorrow. I have my prenatal appointment, 20-week appointment. I've already had my ultrasound, my second trimester ultrasound. We do know the sex already, so that's exciting. The big kids know they're nervous, they want to see their mother being assisted. They don't want to see their mother being hurt like any child. So they're happy but also nervous, and my youngest child does not even know yet. It's been exactly 18 weeks since her father has brought her around, and again, I don't have that kind of relationship with my kids' fathers. They would never tell me I couldn't see my children. May 26th, I took Alexis to the park. He invited me to her dance recital, which was that Thursday of that week. I said yes. We left. Less than 10 minutes after leaving, he called me and said, "You're not allowed to see her anymore ever again. Don't call me." And I have not spoken to him since. I've gone over there, walked 15 hours multiple times to drop off snacks, socks, little gift packages. And each time her grandpa or her grandma answers, or I just leave it on the doorstep, I've never had any direct face-to-face contact with her. So it's very frustrating as a mother who has no drug problem, no substance abuse problem, a bachelor's degree, is willing to work, is eager to work, loves her children, has never abused her children. It's sickening. I have a court order that says I'm the primary custodial parent of all three of my children. But police won't enforce the order, and they won't give me a reason why. I have lawsuits on lawsuits. You guys have a great day.